Fabrizio Romano has again confirmed it that Arsenal will do something at the end of the window. Edu Gaspar is working on something, and you've trusted him because he's delivered 5 players to Arsenal this summer, and he's working on outgoings, and the process is really going on smoothly. And Fabrizio is confirming to us that Edu Gaspar is going to bring in more and more players towards the end of the window. Now, the other story is all about a man who goes by the names of Aaron Ramsdale proposing to his girlfriend in there for you. Then there is Fabio Vieira making his debut for Arsenal in the under-21s, and Mikel Arteta, I think, has been impressed because he was there, and I've got a reaction of one of the fans that was there watching that game of football, and he has really given us his view how everything transpired at a side which goes by names of Mealo that for you. That's where the Arsenal under-21s play their game of football from. Cedric Soares scoring a brilliant free kick, and so to Emile Smith-Rowe also took part into this. So the other story is all about Nicolas Pepe closing to move to Nice. And lastly, we are going to talk about Rob Holding, a player who really believes that he no longer has a place at Arsenal and is really willing to really start his career elsewhere. And there is a team that is interested in signing him. Welcome to Rokani Media. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani Media. I really believe that this is the last video of the day, and obviously it's going to be the 3rd video, and you guys have been so much good and really supportive today. So guys, endeavor to go on, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Let's start off like this. A man who goes by the names of Aaron Ramsdale has gone ahead to announce his engagement to girlfriend Georgina Erwin there for you, and you see him, that's how he really went ahead on his knees and proposed, and later kissed Georgina Elwin there for you. So that is Aaron Ramsdale, the #1 choice goalkeeper of Arsenal, who was signed from Sheffield last summer, and he has gone ahead to do wonders because his signing really left very many people in wonder, asking themselves that is he better than Bernard Leno? Obviously, what he executed on the field of play confirmed to us that Mikel Arteta had made really a very right choice. So that is Aaron Ramsdale. Congratulate him. Congratulations, Aaron Ramsdale, for undergoing this and deciding to take this hard step that very many men fear to take. That's it. So that is Aaron Ramsdale in there for you, and your messages that are congratulating him are really welcome into the comment section below. That is a man who goes by names of Aaron Ramsdale. Now, into the big story of the day. Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to let us know that Arsenal will do something by the end of the window. Edu Gaspar is working on it. Obviously, when Fabrizio says something, just know he is really having great information from a great source. Remember, this man who goes by names of Edu Gaspar has delivered 5 signings so far at Arsenal. He first brought in Matt Turner this summer. He brought in Marquinhos, he brought in Fabio Vieira, he brought in Gabriel Jesus, he brought in Zinchenko, and all of those are really doing great in the field. When you look at Matt Turner, good assistant goalkeeper. Zinchenko already playing and hit the ground running. Gabriel Jesus is really doing great at the side which goes by names of Arsenal, scoring 2 and creating 2 goals in the game of Leicester City. When you look at Fabio Vieira, he has played today just because he's been having an injury, but obviously he's really doing great and he's the next person you're going to talk about after this story. Then the other player is Marquinhos, doing well in the under-21. So when you look at all the signings that Edwards delivered at Arsenal, most of them have gone ahead to really deliver. And the previous season is a confirmatory toss that this guy and Mikel Arteta have a right test for what they want their team to be looking like. Aaron Ramsdale signed last summer, not flopping. He hit the ground running. Tomiyasu the same. Ben White the same. Sambilo Konga trying to be put up. Nuno Tavares the same, but obviously he needed to go in and really play very well. But he's showing you his performance while at Marseille, being loaned 2 games, 2 goals, and playing very well. It shows you that they identified a very good talent, and it's now being nurtured at Marseille. And you never know, next year he's going to come in here and really do a very good job for side which goes by names of Arsenal. Martin Odegaard signed permanently from Real Madrid. He's another signing that Mikel Arteta and Edu delivered at Arsenal. So those are some of the signings that Arsenal really brought in last summer, and all of them have gone ahead to hit the ground running. And even today, even this summer, they've brought in 5 so far, and they've let out many. So Fabrizio is confirming to us that he is really working on other deals and expect those deals to be really breaking through by the end of the window. That is 1st September. Obviously, some of those being linked to is Yeremi Pino, who plays for Villarreal. Arsenal are really needing of a right wing and is a right winger. Calmson Odoi, today and yesterday he has been linked to Arsenal because he wants a permanent move from Chelsea to a team that is really going to give him permanent football. Obviously, when you look at Calmson Odoi, he's really one of those players that can come in and really fit at Arsenal like a glove. Then the other player being to Arsenal is Yuri Tielemans. Obviously, stories coming out yesterday confirming that he is willing even to go on and not extend his contract and leave on a free next summer, meaning that Arsenal can get him on a free next summer. The other player, Moussa Diaby, is one of those that's being linked to a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, and Kroenke approved the move to go in and really sign this player, and he's really lingering around to not renew his contract at Leverkusen. When he heard that, he really said, I'm not renewing my contract in the for you. And that story is coming to you tomorrow live onto this channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football. The other player being linked to Arsenal is Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta is really a very good player that Edu came out and held praise of, but he said they are not into this player. So we don't know whether Arsenal will go in and really repick interest in that player. The other player Arsenal is in for, Zegrova, left-footed midfielder, attacking and playing on the right, who plays for Lille, is also being looked at by Arsenal and very many other players around the world. If I'm to really mention the players that are really linked to Arsenal, I can spend the entire night talking and talking and talking, because there is Kyle Walker-Peters, who plays for Southampton, is one of those. So very many players are really linked to Arsenal either for you because of their project that is so much attractive. And now FABRIZIO Romano has told us that Arsenal will do something by the end of the window. Obviously, we are expectant and waiting to see who are those players that Arsenal are really going to bring in, but we at least know that Tielemans is one of those that Arsenal is really interested in to come in and strengthen that central midfield area of the Gunners. So FABRIZIO Romano confirming to us, Edu working on that. That has been really a very good story that's going to excite Arsenal fans all over the world, meaning that this is in line with what Mikel Arteta has always told us every pre and post-match conference, that they are not yet done in the transfer window. They are not yet done. That is what Mikel Arteta has always told us, that Arsenal is not yet done in the transfer window and they're really working hard to go in and bring in more and more and more and more players. Now today, see what happened at the under-21. That is the man brought at Arsenal from FC Porto at 38 million euros. I think it was 38 million euros. Euros, pounds, but I know it was around, the figure was around 38, either euros or pounds. Fabio Vieira, today he has played his first game in an Arsenal shirt, not for the senior teams, but he played for the under-21s as they really played Swansea at their home ground. So that is Fabio Vieira. He put up a very big performance, and guess what? Even the man himself, Mikel Arteta, was there to watch. Remember, Mikel Arteta is really trying to see to it that this player really gets back to where he's supposed to be and watch his full fitness. He was not only here to watch Fabio Vieira, but he watched Emily Smith-Rowe and Cedric Soares. Cedric Soares really scoring a free kick and Emily Smith-Rowe putting up a very fantastic performance. But obviously, you see Arteta, there is Metasaka, there was Grant Xhaka, Martinelli, Vinay, and more in attendance at the under-21s tonight, as Arsenal really went ahead to play with Swansea in there for you. So at the look of things, it looks like Arsenal's manager is here, always there to watch Fabio Vieira's performance into this game. And I know, as I told you last time, that there is no way they are going to get him into the starting 11 or the bench of Arsenal before he goes in and really plays a game with the reserve team or the under-21s of Arsenal. And obviously, it's what has happened, and he has played some good minutes. And obviously, I think Mikel Arteta has been really excited. To show the excitement of people that we are not there and to paint a very good picture of what this player is all about, there is a supporter of Arsenal who was at the ground who goes by the names of Leith, and this is what Leith told us about this guy. Leith went ahead to tweet and said, after watching Fabio Vieira play, told us that After the vision and creativity shown so far by the attacking Fabio Vieira and his silk left foot from right midfield, I can safely say Arsenal supporters are in for a treat when he makes his first debut very soon. So this is the guy known as Leith. He's a dad of 3, journalist, author, and Arsenal supporter. That is the man who goes by the names of Leith. And he works for Gunnar Fazen. That's where he really does, and he does some writing in there for you at M-Star Online. So he's telling us that this guy has a silk left foot, Fabio Vieira. Obviously, when you watch the highlights or the videos on YouTube of him playing at the side which goes by names of FC Porto, he's really a very good player, talented, being referred to as the next Bernardo Silva. But obviously there is something hidden in this guy. If Mikel Arteta chose to go in for him, then there is something special with him. Trust me, there is something special with him, because all of the signings Mikel Arteta has really gone ahead to go on and do at Arsenal have something special with them. Mikel Arteta went ahead to really go ahead and really dismantle the entire team of Arsenal and rebuild his team. The goalkeeper Ramsdale is his. He was bought by him and Edu. Tomiyasu, bought by him. Kientien and Zichenko. I think Zichenko, but Kientien was brought by Unai Emery in 2019. Then the other players, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, Saliba returning after proving himself at Marseille. Obviously, he's really those are good signings. Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus. So that is how Arsenal is really standing. And it shows you that you can't underrate a player scouted by these two. That is Edu and Mikel Arteta, because they've shown us that in their previous signings they've made, obviously they've hit the ground running, and we expect him to hit the ground running. And so, Mr. Leish, I'm not really surprised about what you're telling us, because for us, we don't do that the game, but those that really watched it really got impressed. And I know Mikel Arteta has been impressed by this guy who is left-footed, Fabio Vieira, and he can't wait to welcome him into the lineup. Remember, Fabio Vieira came in at Arsenal when he was really injured, and he was seen wearing a protective boot by the time all Arsenal players who participated in the international football after the Premier League season, returned. They went to Germany, they were with him, but he was not training in America. He never trained, and he got back in training recently, like 2-3 weeks back, and now he's really training with Arsenal and is doing the great that is so much well deserved. Now, that's it for Fabio Vieira. Let's get into Sacha Tavorielli. Everything is possible. He has close to 30,000 followers on Twitter. He's telling us that Nice are getting closer to securing a loan deal for Nicolas Pepe. Obviously, if Arsenal are really to get something out of Nicolas Pepe that is really so much good, Nicolas Pepe needs to go ahead and really go out on loan and play very well. Then Arsenal can really sell him. It looks like if at all they are to sell him right now, because he has been having lack of playing minutes, or he has been lacking regular football, they cannot really get out some good money out of him. So, but if at all you send him to Nice in France, where he really hit the ground running, and Arsenal got him from Lille at close to £73 million, a club record fee signing, then you can get yourself back some money. I think they can sell him at like 30 or 35 million pounds, which is not bad according to how business is being done nowadays and according to how he will be performing. But I know when he goes back to France, he's going to hit the ground running, and Mr. Nicolas Pepe will do the needful and really get back to his form, because he has to find his feet again, because he was really a very good player by the time he came in at Arsenal. You know, Arsenal beat United over this lad, because even United were interested in Nicolas Pepe by then, but they couldn't get him to play onto the right attacking side of the midfield. So Pepe, yesterday his agent was pictured in Nice, and obviously he's working on this loan, and Arsenal are willing to go ahead and really sanction it. But remember, he's left with 2 years on his contract. His contract expires in 2024, meaning that he plays 1 year in France and lights up and really gets some good stats. Then Arsenal can really get some good money out of him. And remember, a relief of his salary of close to £170,000 a week is one of those that Arsenal would have really gotten rid of for a full season, saving good money as they really want to prepare for the coming in of Yuri Tielemans. Remember, David Austin told us that Arsenal want to first get rid of players, you get, that are really not performing under the manager to go in and really all and create space and save some money to get in the next signings, to know how the financial stand of the club is. That is what they call pure good running of the club. So Arsenal are really doing great. 2 wins in 2 games, and they're really not afraid to go in and get players out and then let more in. But that means if at all Mikel Arteta lets Nicolas Pepe out, they must be having a solution to get in another left-footed player who plays on the right attacking side of the midfield. So we are waiting to see how Arsenal are really going to go on and handle this, because it looks tricky, but all in all, it's something that we should go on and really wait for in there for you. Birmingham Live, the latest Birmingham news, sport, weather, and events. I think even that's where Aston Villa is. We've been told that Villa are considering Rob Holding as a potential emergency signing to replace Diego Carlos, who looks to be out for a while following an injury over the weekend. Diego Carlos is one of those players that Steven Gerrard came in and signed in the summer, and he really felt like he is the perfect player to come in and really strengthen his defense. But obviously, he hit the dead end, and Steven Gerrard was so much perplexed after all this. Reason being, this guy got an injury. It's something that is ruining Steven Gerrard's plans, and Steven Gerrard is into for what we call an planned for signing, that is Rob Holding. You get? I know he has Mings. There's another player that he really has who was playing with Mings. Then he has Callum Chambers, and now he's going to Arsenal to go in and really bring in a player who goes by the names of Rob Holding. So it looks like it's not all that rosy at Aston Villa, because when your signing really gets an injury, you can't come in here and really brag about, because you've lost one of your people that you thought that would get and hit the ground running in there for you. So as things stand right about now at Arsenal, Rob Holding looks like he needs to get out. That's what I told you, that Arsenal is in need of another left-footed central defender, because if at all Rob Holding really leaves Arsenal, that means Arsenal will be left with just 3 central defenders, meaning that the departure of Rob Holding will call for Edu to go in and really bring in more signings. That goes back to confirm what Fabrizio told us at the beginning of the story, that Arsenal are 100% not yet done. And towards the end of the window, they are going to bring in more and more signings. That's what Fabrizio told us. So the departure of Rob Holding obviously confirms to us that it's already done, and Arsenal are really working in to bring in more signings at a side which goes by names of London Colney. So that's another story coming in from Birmingham Live, that Aston Villa is in for a player who goes by the names of Rob Holding. Obviously, Rob Holding really has a lot of things to complain about, because he never gets enough playing time. Obviously, he won't. Saliba is back, Ben White is available, and Gabriel Magalhaes is also here. So we are waiting to see what more is going to be put up by Mikel Arteta, but obviously this guy doesn't want to stay, because he really feels like it's high time he went to a team that's going to give him first team football. Now, this is going to excite Arsenal fans all over the world, because each and every time you have one of your legends seeing you as a trophy-winning team, then obviously that means that's a token of appreciation to the work that are being done at the club, and the reinforcements and the revolution that Mikel Arteta and Edu have brought at Arsenal. Now, when he was really being interviewed after that 1-1 draw with Liverpool at Anfield on Monday, he said, of course, playing against 2 teams who are fighting to win the Premier League, it is always going to be challenging. That is the big statement passed out by the former Arsenal captain, Patrick Vieira. I think last season, he wouldn't have said that. This season is seeing Arsenal as a trophy-winning, all-challenging side. He played with Arsenal on the 6th, is it the 5th? Of the 5th of May, sorry, 5th of August, and he was beaten by 2-0. And his second fixture was away at Anfield, and he went ahead to draw with Liverpool 1-1. So he is regarding Arsenal as a trophy challenging side. He's not the only player at Arsenal who really played for Arsenal, an ex-Ghana, who is really saying this. Guess who else said this? Guess who else said this? Gallas. William Gallas, who was the captain of Arsenal. After leaving Chelsea, he came in at Arsenal and played very well. He also went ahead to say that the signings that Arsenal really made have put them into a position to really get Liverpool out of the top 4. That's what William Gallas came out and really echoed to very many people in the media out there. So guys, hope you're really enjoying these stories and tell me what you think about all these stories really brought to you today. Last story of the day, first and foremost, FABRIZIO Romano confirming to us that Edu is really working on something. More players are going to be signed by Arsenal. Aaron Ramsdale proposing the engagement or his engagement to the girlfriend. Your reactions are welcome. Then Rob Holding wanting out. You get Rob Holding wanting out of Arsenal because it looks like he's not going to be getting enough playing time he's wanting. Then the other story, Pepe, Nicolas Pepe, nearing his loan move coming to a happening. Then lastly, talk of Patrick Vieira saying that Arsenal is a title challenging side. Do you really believe that? Is Arsenal a title challenging side, guys? I sign out for now. Good night. Last video of the day. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly. I go by the names of Rokani David. I sign out for now. See you later, my mates. I love you.